Hello, everybody. Welcome to the John Blanche Memorial Soccer Complex here in Temecula, California. We have a girls under 15 State Open Cup Championship game. Just like that. See the keeper for Real California. Real California in white, Surf in their blue jerseys. Actually, Real in white and maroon, I should say. Beautiful day here. Got some wind blowing. And tripping up right there, number 12 for Surf. The ball is going to go out, but it was last touched by Real. And actually, we saw her hit the ground there, and there was a whistle. So the penalty goes against Real California. And the free kick in a nice area here for Surf. Let's see if they attack the net. And boy, we just got underway here. And already action. Keeper Gina Goryoka for Real California makes that stop on a bounce. Nearly overrunning that one in the circle. Over to the far side. We'll get you the roster for Real California here in just a minute or so. Real California having a whale of a game in the semifinals just to get to this championship match. They were trailing in that one 2-0. At halftime. With 10 minutes left in the game, they scored a goal to tie it up, or to cut it in half, 2-1. And with just a minute left in the contest, they score the tying goal. And then in the second 15 overtime period, about midway through, they get the go-ahead goal. So they didn't have to go to penalty kick. So a very tough semifinal match for the Maroon squad out there. But they've made it here into the championship. Plenty of injuries and scheduling conflicts for this squad. They've been playing shorthanded most of the tournament here. Back to 3 pool play games. Each of the first 2, they had 11 players. The third one, they only had 8. And now they're into the defensive backfield of the Blues. Or of Surf Blue, I should say, not the Blues. Ball's going to roll here to the near side, and was picked up before it went out by a spectator here, but we had a whistle way back near the box, and so the free kick goes over to Surf. Nice strong kick. All the way to midfield. First touch by Real California on the header. It goes to the right half of the field and out. And again, Surf will put the ball into play, utilizing the sideline here. A lot of people here on the sidelines today. It's a nice area, Temecula, a little more centrally located than, you know, the complexes up north where they typically have the State Cup action. A collision there far side. Referee lets it continue on. see. Before they put the ball back into play, substitutions coming out of the match for Real California, number 44, Casey Kavanaugh. See if we can locate her replacement there. Since the action settled down a bit, playing here in the middle of the field, we'll give you the roster for Real California. Number 1 is Caitlin Turner. Number 3 is J. Jordan Phillips. Number 4, Dakota Craig. Number 5, Daisy Hernandez. Number 6, Shelby Hall. Number 7, Erica Wenzel. Number 8, Brittany Myers. Number 10 is Katie Pabros. Number 11 is Megan Danny Williams. So Danny. 18, the keeper Gina Goryoka. Number 19, Megan Moore. Number 21, Chloe Wheeler. Number 23 is Ashley Vega. Number 44, as we saw, she just came out for a breather, Casey Kavanaugh. And right there, trying to make a play on that ball was Erica Villa, number 99. Surf attacking, and that ball is going to go out across the back line. So goal kick here for Real California. Beautiful day here, the 20th of April, 2008 in Temecula. I'm Ken Gonzalez for George Langevin Productions. Bringing you quite a few championship matches here today. Boys game going on in the field right next to us, you see over there. And another free kick here, this time for a serve. Can they get a shot on goal here? Number 11 with the left leg, switches direction, now goes with the right. And her shot on goal will be wide of the net and out. And so another goal kick for Real California. Number 7 backing up Erica Wenzel here. Little push to the back. And let's see. I think Brittany Myers, number 8, will be called there for the whistle. So quickly on the free kick, Surf wants to get the action going. Placed nicely in front of the net. Can they get a shot? The keeper is there. There were 3 maroon jerseys, 1 Surf jersey. And that 1 Surf player nearly was able to knock the ball in, but the defenders didn't allow her to get to the ball. And Gina Goryoka was able to make the play. Ball in the middle of the field. Now it's a foot race. Defense has to get back. Number 14 for Surf clears that one out far side. Real California coming somewhat close right there. Keeper ends up making the play. But really both of these teams kind of settling down right now here in the first half. It is a championship match, and you know, on the get-go, nobody wants to make a little mistake allowing the door to open. There's a nice cross in front of the net. Defense pounces on it though, and Real California turned away. Both teams playing right on each other. And so once you get the ball, you don't have too much time to think about what you're going to do. Ball here on the sideline. The header, though, by Real California, the ball is going to go out. And actually, the player, number 7, Erica Wenzel, was out when she attempted that header. Scooping that one up, Gina Grioka there. And we'll watch her kick up towards midfield. And right at midfield is where it lands. First touch by Surf Blue. The head coach for Real California is Jack Craig. The assistant coach, Heather Moore. And Mike Kavanaugh is the manager. So they've done a good job getting this squad here to the championship, despite the fact that they had all those scheduling conflicts and injuries and shorthanded. Third pool play game that Real California had, where they only had 8 players that actually tied that match. So this championship match, the last one for Real California as we all know it. The entire team moving to the Ventura County Fusion. Fusion play in the Player Development League professional team. VenturaCountyFusion.com. No score here in the first half. And just as Megan Moore, number 19, was on the breakaway, we get a whistle, and so the action stops. And they'll bring it all the way back. And Brittany Myers will take the free kick. Ball placed in the middle of the field. Nice job. Nice ball movement for Real California. Now they're coming into the defensive third of Surf. Ball out near side. Still belongs to Real California. Ball put into play. Now it's going to roll here to the near side in the corner. And that will be Surf ball. And before we get that throw in, substitution for Surf, number 17 and number 10 will come out. So the action continues. And trying to come out of the right half up towards midfield and across is Surf, and they managed to do so. Firing the ball upfield. Number 11 is going to take charge right there. Trying to cut off her angle was Katie Pabros. And a nice job by the Real California defense. What Real California does very well is they attack the ball very nicely. Like we had mentioned earlier, if you're Surf and you get that ball, you don't have much time to think about where you're going to go with it. And when you've been playing undermanned, Just like Real California has, everyone kind of steps up, and you know, you want to try to make things easier on yourself. And so if you can get to the ball quickly and try to dictate the pace of the game yourself, it's a little bit easier on you. So awaiting the throw in here for Surf, near side. May have some substitutions coming in from the far side. And number 23, Ashley Vega, runs into your screen there, and I think she may have just been substituted in. Surf keeps the ball in play, rolls over to the far, or the corner there. Surf coming in just a little bit too deep. Near that back line, they had 3 players there within about 6 feet of the ball, and so, you know, they weren't going to be able to spread the field at that point, and the ball goes out. So a break there for Real California. Surf with a slight advantage as far as, you know, time putting the ball into the opponent's defensive backfield. We've seen a lot of work here by Gina Gurioka, the keeper for Real California. But we're tied 0-0. Ball high in the air as they wait for it to come down. It bounces once. One header, 2. Rolls towards the back line, and it is picked up by Gina Gurioka. And, you know, that's always a, I'm not going to say a guessing game, but, you know, the keeper, she could have allowed that ball to roll out across the back line. She elected to save it herself. You never know, after it's been touched so many times in a group of players like that, who was last to touch it. And so if you let it go out, you obviously risk the corner kick. Real quick whistle by the referee there, and it's going to go against Surf. So just from what we read here, Real California with the tie in one game, they came back to win the semifinal in overtime. You know, maybe this is a team who, you know, they get warmed up in the first half, and then they start applying some pressure in the second half. They haven't applied too much offensive pressure here today, but their defense has been very good in stopping Surf once they penetrate the defensive backfield of Real California. Keeper Gina Gurioka is going to get to that one. And Gina does a fine job of anticipating where the ball and the action is going to be. She left the box for that one there, and or actually I just should say the immediate area in front of the net to come out and make that stop. Ball out off Real California, near side. The wind's starting to pick up a bit as it blows across the field from the far side here to the near side. We're midway through this first half. Shot on goal. That's going to go wide. You saw it hook. And Gina came out. She was ready to make the stop, but then she just elected to Watch that one whiz right by her as it had a bit of a bend to it and went out. And so the goal kick here for Real California. Back and forth they go. Who's going to come down in control of the ball? They're in the defensive third of Real California, but nobody was really in control of the ball. Just a series of headers going back and forth and finally cleared out by Real California, but it goes out and belongs to Surf here on the near side. And just like that, they'll turn it back over. Shot on goal is going to be just wide. And actually, they were setting up a cross right there. Number 10 for Surf, just about a half step late getting over, and the ball will go out. And so they got behind the defense there of Real California, but just couldn't connect. And it'd be tough to say if they could have scored there because the keeper, although the defenders were still coming back, the keeper, Gina Garioke, looked to be in position there. Or left half of the field. Real California trying to attack, but Ashley Vega couldn't control that one right there. And you can tell in a perfect world she wanted to cross it, but A, there wasn't anybody there, and B, she had just caught up to that ball when she made up her decision, and it went off the side of her foot and just kind of trickled out there. And so Surf now trying to bring the ball up to midfield. They're in the circle, now across midfield. There's a collision right in front of the referee, and he was going to blow the whistle. You saw it there. And then thought better of it and indicated they should play on. And then he saw something else he didn't like there and blows the whistle. And so the ball goes over to Real California. Real saves it. And that shot on goal is going to be just wide of the net. And in fact, I think that also was set up here on the near side, maybe for a header, as there were two players for Real California up front there. One striker. I think you had a midfielder up there as well, but they just couldn't connect right there. So each team coming close here in the last few minutes, but no score yet. Coming up on the 25th minute of this 80-minute match. In the circle, a battle. And it's Real California moving left to right. Again, the keeper for Surf will come out and make that stop. Big keeper there. Or I should say tall. And with the wind blowing across the field, you know, each side has to deal with it the same. So it's no advantage for anybody, and it really hasn't hindered the kicks from the keepers. Very strong legs, both of them, as they consistently manage to get the ball just across midfield. Vega tries to make her move, has her pocket pick there. The ball taken away, rolls out near side, and last touch by serve. And Ashley Vega. Well, she was going to put the ball into play. Megan Moore, number 19, and Ashley will come out for a breather. So will J. Jordan Phillips, number 3. Ball saved from going out. And there's number 44, Casey Kavanaugh. Ball rolls towards the back line. Midfield. And on a bounce, lands into the hands of Gina Goryoke, the keeper. So although Gina's made several saves here today, they haven't been of the, what should I say? She hasn't been in too much danger. They've been very easy plays for Gina. Now it's Surf on the attack again. Can they get a shot? They do, and it's lined right into the awaiting arms of Gina Goryoka. So another save and another strong kick past midfield. And on the header, Surf sends it right back to the left half of the field. Ball on the ground. Defense for Real California gets over there. Couple of Surf jerseys, though, pushing the action towards the back line. The pace of the match, it died down just a little bit for about 10 minutes or so there, but now it's just like it was when we started. So if you blink more than a time or two out there, the ball's going to pass you right by. Real California into the far side in the corner. It's cleared away by Surf, and Real California now with an opportunity as they'll put the ball into play from the far side. They're still waiting everybody to get up front here. Yeah, the throw-in, the wind is at her back, so it's going to carry the ball just a bit, and I think that's what they relied on, as it did. Shot on goal from straight away, and it's pushed to the right and out here past the near post. And so the goal kick for Surf. 10 minutes to go here in the first half, no score. Surf trying to clear Real California out of their backfield, and they managed to do it. They bring it up across midfield, number 12. Now it's a foot race. And a collision, the ball taken away by Real California. Referee letting things go here. And let's see. There's a whistle. It may have been an offsides call there. And from where they're placing the ball, that's what it seems to be. So it goes over to Real California. And let's see, the ball is out far side. Surf ball. So it's almost like the earth has tilted now as the action taking place over on the far side of the field. Just everything tends to kind of fall off that way right now. And let's see on the throw-in if Real California can do anything here. Again, nice strong throw-in on the header. It's going to be placed in front of the net. Gets away from the keeper. And it's going to be knocked out across the back line. Are we going to have a corner kick or goal kick here? And by the looks of things, it is a goal kick. So a huge break right there for Surf. Just about 7 minutes remaining here. First half, no score. Girls under 15 championship. Real California and Surf Blue. Surf with a cross in the middle. Oh, a nice play. Keeping the ball out of the net. Gina Guryoka, the keeper for Real California. Getting set up now, the corner kick for Surf Blue. I believe this is their second corner of the game. Nicely placed in the middle. Now it's going to roll over to the far side. And the flag goes up. And the ball belongs to Real California. So the last two times into the other opponent's backfield, each squad getting a pretty good look at things. And coming close to scoring, but nothing yet. Inside the 34th minute of play. Nearly a trip, and it was. It only is if the whistle blows, and it did. So the ball goes over to Real California. High into the air towards the net, over the hands of the keeper. And on a bounce out across the back line. So a break for Surf. Under 5 minutes to go here, first half. And if you're Real California, you might be starting to think, well, maybe, we went to overtime in the semifinal match. Maybe that's in the cards here for us again today. Little bump right there. No harm, no foul. Ball out of the circle. Right to left. Nice job, Gina Guryoka. She goes one-on-one with a striker there. Manages to deflect the ball away. Just when you think Surf has an opening, all of a sudden you see, 3 or 4 of those maroon jerseys. So even 36 minutes here under the hot sun, Real California still moves very quickly. Ball to the back line, taken away by Surf. There's a cross, one-on-one against the keeper. That ball is going to find the back of the net. They isolated one-on-one. That's what they'd been trying to do. And Gina came out, and that shot on goal just over her left shoulder between her and that far post. And so with just about 4 minutes remaining here in the first half, Surf Blue jumps out to a 1-0 lead. But again, this is the situation Real California found themselves in during the semifinal. In fact, they were down by 2 at halftime. And now they've got about 3 minutes remaining here in the first half to try and tie this one up. Oh, mistake by Surf right there as they step on the ball. But a nice recovery as they get it back. Left to right. Real California saves it. They get the cross they wanted, but cleared out by Surf, and now Surf brings it across midfield. Under 2 minutes to go here, first half. Real California will put the ball to play here near side. And there's a collision. That whistle's going to go against number 14 of Surf. And the ball belonged to Real California. Number 99, Erica Villa, really took a spill there. And Erica will take the kick. And now we are inside the 39th minute. High into the air. And a whistle. So the referee saw something he didn't like there, and looks like we'll do it again. Kick high into the air on one bounce. The keeper goes up, hands stretched, and she's tall to grab that one. And now Surf across midfield. Number 19, Megan Moore. Number 10, looking on there, Katie Pabros. Ball is out across the back line, and it's not a corner kick. It's a free kick from near the back line. They're going to put it into the middle of the field. Too far. Real California will clear it up to midfield. There's a whistle and the end of the first half. So a very exciting one here. And with just about 4 minutes remaining, it was Surf Blue jumping out to the 1-0 lead. So for George Landsman Productions, this is Ken Gonzalez. We're at the 2008 Girls Under 15 Championship Match, State Open Cup. We'll be back with this second half in just a few minutes. Welcome back. Ken Gonzalez with George Langevin Productions. The start of the second half. The final 40 minutes of regulation. This girls under 15 championship match. Real California Surf Blue. And it was Surf Blue with the 1-0 lead at halftime. 20th of April, 2008. We're in Temecula, California. As we mentioned in the first half, it's been a rocky road for Real California to get here to this championship match, but they have stuck it out. And they find themselves, 40 minutes away from possible championship here. So each team switched sides, but, of course, with the wind blowing across the field, far side here to near side, it's not going to make much of a difference. But if you're superstitious, the lone goal that was scored in that first half, Surf Blue moving right to left, and that's the same way that Real California is moving now here in the second half.
Good job, Chloe. Nice, Chloe. Way to work.
Ball here on the right half of the field. And the free kick goes to Surf Blue. Strong kick. But again, you're going to have to do a little better than that, the Real California defense. On that goal that they scored, Surf Blue really, they isolated one-on-one keeper. And it was a nice shot just over Gina Garioka's left shoulder. Surf again coming in. That shot on goal is too long and wide there. And so the goal kick for Real California. As you can see here, we're on field number 22. This field here, this complex in Temecula, as Surf Blue comes in and whistled number 7 there for the offsides. So a break for Real. This is my favorite complex. Gets a little too cold for me up there in Lancaster. It's a nice mountain ranges here, very near the Ortega Highway, which leads here from inland Interstate 15 over to the coast in Orange County. Ball across midfield, over to the far side. It rolls and rolls, and it goes out and will belong to Surf Blue. So here to start off, first 3-4 minutes here of the second half, each team looking to find themselves. A lot of long passes that find empty space or out of bounds. Now Real California on the attack. And again, and I don't think Vega can get to that one, and she can't, and it'll roll out across the back line. So the goal kick over to Surf. So, nobody really mounting much of an attack right now. It's a few touches, and it's out, or it goes back the other way. Surf sets up the goal kick here. Surf, they've got that 1-0 lead, so, they'll be happy to just keep trading with Real here.
Nice try, honey.
couple of players will hit the ground.
Good job, Chrissy.
J. Jordan Phillips there, number 21, Chloe Wheeler. And let's see here. The free kick will go to Surf Blue. Maybe could have gone either way as you had that collision. Both players fell on top of each other, but getting the break is Surf Blue. Ball in the middle of the field. And let's see, that's going to go out. It's Real California ball. A little bit of fatigue on both sides. A little more walking being done here in the second half than there was in the first. But it's early here in the second half, so, you know, they could be saving their strength for a little bit later on. Here comes Surf Blue in deep again towards the back line, and that nice defense by Real California. They surround the ball and allow their keeper to pick it up. And a nice strong kick in the circle across midfield, so Gina was able to clear it across to the other half. And a whistle, looked like it might have been away, just out of range there, away from the ball, and they'll give it to Real California. Ball placed here in the left half of the field. Free kick for Surf Blue. Nearly a high kick right there. Surf coming away with it. There's a cross deflected away by the keeper. Comes back out. Surf still on the attack. And a whistle will stop the action. And the ball will go over to Real California. So a nice save right there by Gina Goryoka, the keeper of Real California. Keeps the score at 1-0. Keeps her team within striking distance there. 1 goal to tie. And it looks like Surf has turned it on just a little bit here as they head to the net again, and that pass is going to be picked up by the keeper. And out off Real California far side. Casey Kavanaugh, number 44, back in. Let's see who's going to take control of the ball here on the right half of the field. Header after header, and finally a whistle. So not only the pace of this one, a little bit slower here in the second half, but we have a little more a few more stoppages as well by the referee, blowing that whistle a little bit more. So we're a little choppy here in the second half. Push to the back right there, and the ball goes over to Surf Blue. So Surf gets the ball back into play on the free kick. And we're in the right half of the field again as they're on the attack into the defensive backfield of Real California. A lot of physical play out there. And for the most part, the referee in the middle letting the physical play go. Number 21, Chloe Wheeler awaiting the throw-in.
Go, Blue! Go, Surf!
Good job, Jimmy J. Good job. Way to go, Jimmy.
Ball in midfield. J. Jordan Phillips, I should say. Number 11, Danny Williams. Far side. And it'll be number 4, Dakota Craig, to put the ball into play.
Come on, Real. Let's go.
So Dakota. She's shown a strong throw-in from that far side before. Tries to put it in the middle. It's going to be cleared out right back to her. And so we'll do it again. She does have the wind to her back.
That's it.
Lofted into the air on the header. It's going to roll here to the near side. In the circle. Here in the left half.
Good job, Surf! Come on, Blue!
Dakota Craig there, number 4. Looking on, J. Jordan Phillips. And now moving over again there, Danny Williams.
Way to go, Chloe! Nice, Dakota.
Defenders for Real California. They get back. Surf Blue still on the attack. Nice change of direction. Shot on goal is wide of the net. So Real dodging a bullet right there. They'll have the goal kick. And J. Jordan Phillips is going to come out. Real trying to dribble it out of their backfield.
Go, Chrissy!
Number 5, Daisy Hernandez nearly got to it there for Real. Ball near the back line. Save from going out. Surf now makes a move
Way to go, Dakota!
as they try to push the ball in the middle of the field. Taken away by Real California. Ball out near side. Off Surf Blue.
Good call! Let's go, Blue!
Ball here to the near side. Save from going out.
All right, Blue! Come on, Blue! Pump it up! Pump it up, girls!
And as Surf awaits to put the ball into play here near side. We have substitutions coming in from the far side. Number 11 for Surf will come out. Just about 25 minutes remaining here in this championship match. We are into the 55th minute. 1-0 Surf Blue. Flag goes up. And that's going to go against Real California. So break for Surf Blue. Number 8 here near side will take the kick. Puts it into the middle, high into the air on the first touch. Now they wait for it to come down, cleared away by Real California, but not quite far enough away. And that shot on goal is going to wind up in the hands of Gina, the keeper. Another strong kick across midfield. Little push to the back right there, right half of the field. So on the free kick, the ball belongs to Real California.
There it is, nice run.
Well, Real California, they could make it interesting here with about 23, 22 minutes remaining. You know, the semifinal game, they didn't score the tying goal till a minute remaining in the match. Ball rolls over to the far side, and let's see, it goes out. Dakota Craig, number 4, will again put the ball into play, far side. Wind to her back, and the wind has died down a little bit, so really not even much of a factor blowing across the field. Much more prevalent in the first half. There's a header towards the net and right into the hands of the keeper. So Real California comes very close right there to tying this one up, and it was kind of a sneaky play. The throw came in, and the header was perfect. Heading right into the net, but the keeper was right in front of it for Surf, and she makes the save.
Corner kick, yeah, Blue!
Ball rolls out across the back line. Quarter kick for Surf Blue. Here it comes. Placed nicely. Now it's going to roll just a little bit long. So the kick was a little long. And it hits the ground and rolls out here near side. Real California ball. Surf, though, controls it here. Defensive third of Real California. Can they get a shot on goal, though? And a collision that's going to be against Surf. A little too physical right there. The ball goes to Real California. Erica Villa, number 99, started it off here. near side. And again, the ball finds its way over to the far side of the field, as it typically does. And just as Surf Blue makes the attack, I think they will be called, and they are, for an offsides. Midway through this second half, we're to the 60th minute of play of this 80-minute match.
Nice, Erica. Oh, way to go, Megan. Go, Megan.
Ball's going to roll here to the near side. Save from going out, number 10. For Surf, still on her feet. She stumbled a couple of times. Threads the needle between two defenders. Shot on goal is going to be just wide of the near post. She took it all the way herself and got herself a good look, but just pushed it wide. Ball far side, out of midfield. Collision there, and that's going to go against Real California, so Surf ball. The ball over to the far side. And another whistle. So we've been bogged down here. A couple of whistles here and there. And the pace just a little bit chopped up here. Ball high into the air at midfield, Surf Blue. You know, we've got about 17 minutes remaining here in regulation. 1-0 lead for Surf, and, you know, neither team panicking. I mean, and you see the panic sometimes from both teams. You know, a team that's leading, now all of a sudden the pressure's on to hold on to that lead. They don't want to do anything, you know, make a mistake. And then obviously the team that's behind, they're behind. And so they're trying to do whatever they can to tie it up. But, you know, sometimes you get a little too over-aggressive and you start making mistakes there. So, but right now, with 17 minutes, now 16, you know, each team looks content to, you know, just to continue to play their own game, at least for the time being. Now, that being said, when we get to the 10-minute mark or below, we'll see what happens, see how that changes, because, you know, then it's nitty-gritty time there. But each of these teams playing like it's tied right now. You know, they played their game to get here, and it's done well for them, and so there's no reason to switch, make wholesale switches to it right now. So we will see what happens here. And Surf Blue hold on to this lead. And for Real California, is there any more magic left for a comeback? Obviously, Surf Blue is hoping that they use their bag of tricks in that semifinal match and have none left. $15 minutes now remaining here in this championship match. Girls under 15, Temecula, California, John Blanche Memorial Soccer Complex. Beautiful weather here, and as I said before, maybe a lot of people agree the weather a little more agreeable than it is up in Lancaster here for this one. We did some of the games in the younger divisions a few weeks ago up there, and it was very cold all across midfield. Surf Blue in control of it right now. Nearly getting to that one, Clay Wheeler, number 21. Keeper there for Real California. Comes way out. Ball at midfield. Taken away by Surf Blue. Now they're on the attack, and an offside's called in. Not sure there. Defender for Real California looked as though she was a step ahead, but the whistle. And again, they bring up the keeper. '67th minute of play, so just about 13 minutes remaining here. In the circle. Now out, Real California. Trying to set something up near side. There's a shot towards the net. Right into the hands of the keeper. That was number 21, Chloe Wheeler, with the kick. Action moving into the middle of the field. Up by 99 there, Villa. Now over to the far side. And just as Real California comes across midfield, they're going to lose it in Surf Blue now. Back left to right, the other way. Got past some of the defenders there and led the ball just a little bit too long and allowed Real California to clear it away. And that shot on goal deflected down by the keeper, Gina Goryoka. So the lone score in this one so far came in right at around the 35th minute of play in the first half. And that has been it. Surf Blue now increasingly looking for that second score. You know, they want to try to put this one out of reach, end it now. And so they're attacking the defense of Real California with a little bit more energy than they were earlier here in the half. Coming up on the 70th minute of play. Keeper is there. Gina will haul it in. A little collision back-to-back right there on those two players, but nothing where anybody takes advantage. Shot on goal over the outstretched hands of the keeper. Surf, number 2. They came in deep. They wanted the shot. They got it. They weren't going to wait. And they were able to place it just over the outstretched hands of Gina Goryoka, the keeper of Real California. And so there is the second goal that they've been looking for. And they have a 2-0 lead now over Real California right at the 70th minute mark. So 10 minutes to go. And a tall order for Real California, but they were down 2-0 in the semifinal match with 10 minutes to go. Tied it at around the 10th minute, and then, or cut the lead in half, I should say, then tied it with 1 minute remaining. So let's see if they can do it again here. Surf looking for that girls under 15 championship. Here, State Open Cup 2008. Gina runs that one down. She's had so many saves today. There she is, number 2, with that score. Perhaps icing the final here. And unofficially 8 minutes to go. Gina will run it down. She's been very busy today. You know, only allowed the 2 goals. The one late in the first half, the one here in the second. And 2 nice shots by Surf Blue. Ball out far side. It's going to belong to Real California. Number 23, Ashley Vega, will put the ball into play. It's about 7 minutes remaining here. 2-0 in favor of Surf Blue. Ashley runs into a little trouble there far side, but manages to knock it off Surf player. And another whistle, and this time it is going to benefit Real California again. So they're in a nice position now in an attempt to cut the lead in half. They're down by 2. Just about 6 minutes remaining. They go in and it goes right out again. And again off of Surf Blue. There's the center shot. High into the air goes the header. And it's going to be over the crossbar. So Real California going to quietly work their way in there. And they managed to get that shot on goal, but off the mark over the crossbar. And score remains 2-0. They need to keep the action here on the left half of the field now. Urko Wenzel, number 7, with the header. Wenzel now battling again for it. And Surf's going to lose it. Comes back right to left. Whistle there. Free kick going to Real California. 5 minutes remaining. We've hit the 75th minute here of this match. Real will turn it right back over to Surf. Erica Villa, number 99, tries to control that one. It's going to be knocked out here near side, and it will belong to Surf Blue here. So the ball over to Surf Blue. They'll have the throw-in with the wind of their face.
Way to go, Erica.
2-0 lead, 4 minutes to go. Erica Wenzel will come out. So late substitutions here for Real California. Inside the 76th minute of play. Surf Blue trying to set something up. They get a shot on goal, but it'll be well wide of the net there. Goal kick for Real California, and they really have to send that one up across midfield, keep it on the left half. And of course, Surf, they just want to keep the ball down here and let the clock run out. 3 minutes to go. Ball out off Real California. And as Surf Blue puts it into play far side, first touch goes to Real California, but on the header it goes right out. And so Surf Blue ends up making up about 30 yards on that exchange. Now they'll roll it into the middle of the field. Let's see what they can come up with here. Wind picking up. You can see the flags and the tents in the background as it comes toward us here. And now Real California will finally push the ball to the left half of the field. There's a cross into the middle. First touch by Surf. But they can't control it. Real California gets back to the ball. Now they try to spread the field as they operate here on the near side. Inside the 78th minute of play here. And it's looking more and more like Surf Blue is going to take this girls under 15 championship match. And unofficially now I have 1 minute to go.
Yeah, Jamie! Come on, let's go! Let's go! Move it up!
Ball is out far side. And Surf will have a couple of substitutions coming out. Number 16. There's just one substitution this time. And obviously just trying to run that clock down. Now it's just a passing game for Surf. Trying to control the ball. And as it comes down, a whistle there and an offsides against Surf Blue. And so quickly Real California puts the ball back into motion. Across midfield, out of the circle. And now my watch is off. We've hit 80 minutes of play here. 2-0 in favor of Surf Blue. Ball put into play by Real California. Number 21, Chloe Wheeler, trying to use the sideline. Now she'll place the ball into the middle of the field. Taken away by Surf Blue. And now we roll here to the right half of the field. There's the whistle and the end of this girls under 15 championship match. And so with a score in each half, Surf Blue with a 2-0 victory over Real California here today. And there you see him celebrating in the middle of the field. A great match. It was my pleasure to bring it to you. Kenny Gonzalez here for George Langevin Productions. We hope you enjoyed this one here from Temecula, the 20th of April, 2008. The final score, Surf Blue 2, Real California 0. Until we see you again, be safe and have a great day, everyone.
The largest run tournament in all of the United States, USYS. And we appreciate everybody's cooperation, patience, and their support for the tournament. So thank you very much. Second of all, we want to congratulate both Real California FC and San Diego Surf Blue for getting to the championship game. It's a tremendous accomplishment to be able to sit here. The road through this tournament is not easy. All right? There are a lot of good teams, and you've shown that in this tournament to be the two best. So again, congratulations to both Real California. Mr. Correct.
First, congratulations to Mario and the surf team. Well played. Well played. You guys played hard. Sorry for the toughest competition of the whole tournament. Okay, for my team, this is actually the first game that we've had a sub. We played all the way through the tournament as with this crew as 8 players and haven't lost. We haven't lost. Okay, so maybe it was the sub that messed things up. But you know, and thanks to the parents for their support. It's a great honor to be here, and you guys know all about your club, and it's quite an accomplishment, or quite an honor for us to play against any surf team. So thank you. So I'd like to. Okay, Danny, bring it up, Danny. Ashley. Erica, Dylan. Cover that. Katie. Chloe. Thank you very much, and thanks to Mike, my manager, and Calif, my assistant coach.
Finalist trophy for girls U15 to Real, California. Ladies, again, congratulations. All right, you represented your club very, very well. Very prestigious club. And you did an excellent job throughout the tournament. Everybody should be proud. Mario? Yes. I'd like to say thank you to Del South organizing a great tournament. Obviously, if you want to win a tournament, this is it. Obviously, that was the goal. So thank you for a great job. Also, thank you for your wonderful words, and thank you for being so generous in the speech. Throughout, in my mind, there's no loser today, to be honest, because you get the medals, we get the medals. You get the trophy, we get the trophy. We get to play this extra game. I mean, there's no real difference. I mean, to be honest, the only difference that I noticed is that the color of the trophy looks a little bit different. But the color is going to turn yellow very soon. There's no difference. There's no difference. I like the fact that you guys made it to the finals because you are coached by two wonderful coaches. You have great support from your parents. You are nice guys, and I really feel happy and feel thrilled that you got to play with guys because you play beautiful soccer. And like I said, honestly, I don't see any losers in this. Everybody got the maximum, so you should be proud of yourselves. Want to thank all the girls on the team, even those that don't show up to practices. They're showing up today. There's actually one girl that I haven't seen in 3 weeks. Sammy, how's the family? So great job, girls. Thanks for handling me because I'm not easy. I know that. I'm very picky and I always on top of you. It's never good enough. It's never good enough. But as my one said, perfect makes it perfect. And little things make a big difference, and I was always trying to make that little difference, and at the end, it paid off. So thanks for bearing with me all these times. And I want to say a special thank you to our team manager, Angie on the top. Yes, as they say, find every great, whatever his name is. Stan's always a great woman, and she's great. And I also want to thank not only the parents, because we have some grandparents here as well, and grandmamas, and spectators that came and gave us support, brought the signs, etc., etc. So pretty much it's everybody's effort, and you guys are great. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mario. So we'd like to hand this out to all the girls. I would like to call out a girl who is moving to Colorado. She's moving to Colorado. Her name is Katie Sanders. Good job, out.
All right.
Great job, Bonnie. Andrea. Come on. Let me just do the next one. Stay here. This one goes to Alex Canuglia. And Mario too.
Thank you, Katie.
Okay, we want to present the ball to the circle. Gee, let me think. No, it's a tough one. How about